special meeting of Creve Coeur School District 76 to order on Wednesday, May 14th, 2014. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Here.
Pam Greiner. Brenda Cagle.
Here.
Val Reagan. Here. Julie Troop.
Here.
Rebecca Kern. Here. Judy Strong.
Present. We want to acknowledge the public participation, and we'll open that up to anybody that has something to address the board with. We know you're on further, so don't feel that it's okay. Having none, we'll continue with E. We need a motion, please. Enter into closed session.
Make a motion to enter into closed session to conduct an expulsion hearing for student, for E1, student 2014-03. I second.
Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Aye.
Pam Greiner. Brenda Cagle. Val Reagan. Julie Troop. Rebecca Kern. Aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we'll please to resume regular session.
Make the motion to resume a regular session.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Aye.
Pam Greiner.
Aye.
Brenda Cagle.
Aye.
Val Reagan. Julie Troop.
Aye.
Rebecca Kern. Aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
We need a motion for the expulsion of student 2014-03.
I make a motion for the expulsion of student 2014-03. The Board of Education of Creve Coeur School District number 76, having been provided with written testimony and documentation regarding student 2014-03's gross misconduct and disobedience, which violated board policy 7.190 of the Student Discipline Code, and having heard and discussed the administration's recommendations for disciplinary consequences, hereby moves to expel student 2014-03 for the remainder of the 2013-2014 school year, with the ability to submit all classroom work he missed during the suspension and will miss during the expulsion period. Of that work submitted, student 2014-03 will only be allowed to earn up to 80% of the grade for the work done, and said work will be accepted by the classroom teachers for inclusion in the grading for the fourth quarter of this school year. And said work being completed at home with his parents' supervision, and with the final work items being returned no later than May 28, 2014.
Second.
Roll call. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Aye.
Pam Greiner.
Aye.
Brenda Cagle.
Aye.
Valerie Reagan. Julie Troop.
Aye.
Rebecca Kern. Aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We need a motion to enter into closed session, please.
I make a motion to enter into closed session for discussion regarding G1, employment and appointment of district personnel, G2, superintendent employment.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Aye.
Pam Greiner.
Aye.
Brenda Cagle.
Aye.
Val Reagan.
Aye.
Julie True.
Aye.
Rebecca Kern, aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Need a motion, please, to resume regular session.
I'll make the motion to resume regular session at 10:10.
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Here.
Pam Griner.
Aye.
Brenda Cagle. Val Reagan.
Aye.
Julie True.
Aye.
Rebecca Kern, aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Going on to H1, we need a motion for employment.
I make a motion that the Board of Education approve the hiring of Mr. Michael McCormick as District Administrator for the 2014-2015 school year under the terms and conditions as listed in his employment contract entered into on this date.
A second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Linda Bailey.
Aye.
Pam Griner.
Aye.
Brenda Cagle.
Aye.
Val Reagan.
Aye.
Julie True.
Aye.
Rebecca Kern, aye. Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
For H2, there is no action taken on that. Which brings us down to action item I. And we're going to turn that over to Mr. Aldridge.
There you are. And just pass the rest of them around there. All right. We are in a situation right now where we do not have, with Mr. Besco resigning, retiring, they're not really retiring, resigning as a groundskeeper. His resignation and the fact that our lawnmower is still not in working order at this point. I'm asking for the board to consider the services of a lawn care company in the interim until the district can determine if it is, determine the purchase of the equipment and other such items that need to be purchased for continual lawn care. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lawn care proposals. And you can see they vary from anywhere from $6,000 to $39,000 for lawn mowing. I thought was kind of extravagant myself.
25 visits.
It is.
You know, it says a minimum of
Mhm.
25.
Right.
So they could go a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the only two that I'm looking at is this, Schalk and the Newman. We don't have to sign a contract with them. It would just be a per visit.
They do have proposals and
The first one has
don't have a
contract.
contract.
Right,
The other-
2-year contract.
Right.
The other
and
ones don't have
year.
contracts.
Well, that's not necessarily
Okay.
correct. This is the one with a 2-year contract. JR's Landscaping does have a very, very detailed contract. Fresh Cut Mowing was just a proposal.
Okay.
Chalk Lawn Care was just a proposal. Newman's Lawns was a contract. So,
Okay.
we're kind of, that's where it was. I'm sorry I didn't list them as
That's okay.
whether they did or did not have contracts, but it was per visit. So, even with Fresh Cut having a contract, per visit meaning, it was going to be $850 per visit. There was not going to be a set price because you don't know how how many times they were going to be here. JR's Landscaping's minimum 25 visits per year. They were the only ones that really put in a number. Shock Lawn Care said every 2 weeks or as needed, requested.
I'm mowing my grass twice a week right now.
And this is at.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really growing.
And this-
So every 2 weeks is ridiculous. Maybe when it gets hot and it stops growing.
And this would be at,
Yeah.
at all of our
Facility.
sites, all of our facilities, at Homewood and
All-
LaSalle and.
All 3
Parkview.
locations, yes ma'am.
And weed eating also?
Yes, trimming and blowing of the sidewalks. Now, I will say for JR's Landscaping, the $39,000 one, they also had tree trimming, bush stuff, and all their landscaping things included in that. I didn't see that as being necessary. Plus, being $39,000, we'd have to be publicly bid, and because it's over the $25,000 limit, and
They should also be picking the gravel out of the grass for 30 minutes. Sorry, but they should.
Indoor shock.
That's what I say too.
Okay, I'm confused. Isn't this a union position? And is this temporary until you can find somebody to fill the other position?
it is temporary, yes. Two
Okay.
considerations. Finding someone to, we'd have to post the job and go through all of the normal considerations, but also purchasing of the equipment. Right now, I've got Mr. Grove trying to determine whether or not the lawnmower is repairable.
We've been talking about that lawnmower for how
Yeah.
long?
Yes, ma'am.
That takes the lawnmower out of it.
Plus.
But don't we have to negotiate that
Out of the contract.
before we can
Well,
make any
and
changes?
here's the-
Permanent, yes.
Here's the other
Yes.
thing, not only would we have to buy a new lawnmower, but whoever is gonna do it also has to have a vehicle that they can pull the trailer back and forth between the schools, because we don't have the truck anymore.
Sure isn't it cheaper? Have our own.
Oh, well, there's
Boy,
something.
it's a lot.
Well, if you look at,
Actually, you're right.
well,
Yeah.
all right, but
Buy the mower.
look
Buy
at
the
it.
mower.
Okay.
Look
Well,
at
you're
Schwab.
looking at,
Okay, go ahead, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you're looking at, okay, you're talking $6,000 to $12,000 to have someone do it. Or we pay someone $4,000 plus buy a $10,000 more, that's $14,000, so
Well,
one
the
year.
initial year.
for the initial year.
That lawnmower should
But
have last you at least.
We're
for
also
6
gonna
years.
have to pay someone mileage and wear and tear on their vehicle, because they're gonna have to be pulling a trailer back and forth across town. I mean, you're pulling a trailer behind your vehicle.
The,
you know.
and if you look at the equipment, you know, as I say,
We have
right
a
on,
trailer, I asked that.
right underneath it, if you amortize it over 5 years, like you were saying, the useful life, 5 years, it's still $2,000 per year, so brings it into that, around that $6,000 price range of shock. I was not bringing this to the Board of Education to, tonight to say we no longer, you know, or to discuss removing any kind of categories from the union contract. This is for emergency because I got lawns growing.
Okay, well, when I see
Growing
two-year
fast.
contract, I
Yeah.
mean, I thought it was more of a permanent type
But
thing.
this
We're
Oh,
Taken one
that's
doesn't
just what
have-
that's what they submitted to me,
Okay.
so, yeah.
Okay, so this would be
So this is a
very
temporary
temporary.
thing.
Yeah, this is for the right now, and then, you know, we get the lawn so that it's mowed.
Yeah.
And,
We
uh,
can
Kind of
start
a-
losing kids out there.
He's addressed the motion too, that it is as an as-needed basis, out of the board's control at this moment. So,
Right, right. Now, if the discussion wants to go into whether or not there's a continued need for a groundskeeper position, not having someone in that position right now would be an opportune time to start that discussion and to determine whether or not that's something to take to the union and, you know, take those steps to remove a category from.
I think the two-year contract is what drew
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
Right.
That, I'm sorry, that's just what was
That's just what they
presented.
did,
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
so in the motion, we could just put in
Having considered numerous proposals to
As
perform
what we
lawn
got
care
as needed.
services,
Yeah.
the Board of Education accepts the offer from the company on an as-needed basis outside of the board's control and finds that no current employee will suffer reduced hours or salary as a result. And that language is from the collective bargaining agreement that allows the Board of Education in these emergency situations to do these things.
Linda and I need to disclose something.
Oh. Uh-oh.
No, it's not big, but we want to be open with you.
Okay.
We have hired this Shock Lawn Care,
Josh.
Josh, to mow our dad's property in Pekin. We don't know, we found his card at Big R. So, I mean, there was nothing, we don't really know him,
Oh,
but we
okay.
just wanted to make that, you know.
You've used him in the past?
He has mowed
Twice.
twice.
Oh.
So, but
So
I
far,
just
so
didn't
good.
hear from anybody. I mean, we don't have any connection with him. like
Right.
that.
Oh,
I just wanted to be
okay.
upfront with
Okay.
it, that
No.
we
It's not like,
found that.
it's not like, it's not your son,
No,
it's not.
no, no.
Okay.
All right.
But I just,
Okay. So, are you
used
satisfied
his
with the service?
right.
So
Did
far.
he do a good job?
Yes, he did a good job.
Well, that was my question to Mr. Aldridge was, have you heard any comments on their work? So, thank you.
The only
Just
one.
now hear the
Well, I mean,
comments.
we're
And
not
he's doing it the
promoting
same
it.
way, as needed,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, in the spring more often.
The only one that I have any contact with would be Fresh Cut Mowing in Metamora, because that gentleman is the president of Metamora Grade School Board of Education. And so he gave me a call because I'm friends with the superintendent there for a long time ago. We've known each other for a long time, him and the superintendent and I. And he is a airline pilot who does this as a summer project for him and his children, adult children, for college funds and stuff. So, but that's all I know. Everybody else, honestly, I did what you did, and I went out and picked up cards. Because we did some research. I talked, me and Shelley and I, and Stephanie was like, do we know anybody, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It was tough.
Anybody else have any disclosures?
No.
So I just wanted you to have an idea of what was going on with the district's actual costs and to compare it to like, is this a lot of money or is this not a lot of money? And so that you could see that.
I guess I don't understand this as of March 31,000 over here. Is that all of it added together? What is that number? Why is?
As of March 31st, 2014.
Because that's when he
This
did.
line item,
Oh, as of March 31st. I was seeing as of March $31,000, and that's what I was reading.
Oh.
And I was like going,
gotcha.
It's
why
late.
is
We're
that?
on.
No, I thought that
So
the
do
other
we
day
need to
when I got
make a
the email.
motion, or do we need to take a little consensus
Sorry,
here to do
confused.
Shock Lawn Care, or how do we do
Make
this?
a motion.
Yeah.
It either goes or it doesn't.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, you all ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Having considered numerous proposals to perform lawn care service, the Board of Education accepts the offer from Shock Lawn Care on an as-needed basis outside the board's control and finds no current employee will suffer reduced hours or salary as a result.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey,
Aye.
Pam Griner, Brenda Cagle,
Aye.
Val Reagan, Julie True,
Aye.
Becca Kern, aye, Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I would like to make a note that this estimate is the lowest of anyone's on the paper, the one that we made the motion for.
Thank you. And that can be reflected in the minutes. We need a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make the motion to adjourn
I'll second.
at 10:24.
And Mrs. Troop seconded. Roll call, please.
Linda Bailey,
Aye.
Pam Griner,
Aye.
Brenda Cagle, Val Reagan, Julie True,
Aye.
Becca Kern, aye, Judy Strong.
Yes.
Motion carried.